Welcome to Freedom Field High School Baseball live from Creekside High School. I am Noah Schlick Sports, bringing you this afternoon's action live on Schlick Sports. It is Creekside and it is Lowndes, the back-to-back Georgia State champions, travel to Florida, ending their three-game road trip here in the Jacksonville area at Creekside High School, going up against the Red Hot Knights, who have won 9 of their last 10 and look to continue that into the final 2 weeks of the season. Let's send you down to the field now for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, fans. Let's meet the non-starters for Lowndes. Number 4, Cole Bennett. Number 5, Jackson Schwab. Number 8, Connor Hinton. Number 10, Garrett Moon. Number 11, Tyler Parker. Number 12, Noah Burnham. Number 13, Tyler Burnham. Number 15, Easton Blanton. Number 16, Carter Freeman. Number 17, Colby McBride. Number 20, Brinson Roundtree. Number 21, Jaden Daniels. Number 22, Shane Weaver. Number 25, Dawkins Parker. Number 27, Heath Davis. And number 28, Michael Fletcher. And now the starting lineup for the Vikings. Leading off, the designated hitter number 3, Matthew Kerrigan. Batting second, the shortstop, number 24, Kason Fletcher. Batting third, the right fielder number 9, Coleman Lewis. Batting fourth, the first baseman number 23, Derek Carter. Batting fifth, the catcher number 14, Lane Pridgeon. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 7, Kason Kendrick. Batting seventh, the second baseman number 18, Trace Harrell. Batting eighth, the center fielder number 1, Paul Tyndall. Batting ninth, the third baseman number 2, Weston Hancock. And pitching this evening for the Vikings, number 6, Drew Inman. Assistant coaches, Stephen Drew, Scott Fletcher, Casey Williams, Stuart Thomas, Taylor Wilkins, and the head coach for the Lowndes Vikings, Mr. Ryan Page. And now let's meet the non-starters for your Creekside Knights. Number 5, Gavin Dupre. Number 9, Josh Huber. Number 12, Nick Romeo. Number 14, Joey Dugo. Number 15, Reese Knight. Number 17, Landon Elliott. Number 19, Xander Brown. Number 20, Jonah Libby. Number 21, Christian Rodriguez. Number 22, Austin Cacklereese. And number 23, Hudson Hyatt. And now, let's meet the defensive starters for your Knights. The left fielder, number 4, Zach Jackson. The center fielder, number 6, Michael Bishop. The right fielder, number 13, Drew Williams. At the hot corner, the third baseman, number 1, Parker Morton. The shortstop, number 2, Aiden Benechek. The second baseman, number 16, Anthony Romeo. The first baseman, number 7, Tavern Blanson. Tonight's designated hitter, number 8, Hunter Schlegel. The catcher, number 3, Connor Felizic. And taking a bump to pitch this evening for your Creekside Knights, number 10, Matthew Bishop. The Knights are coached by Robbie McCloskey, Darren Lester, Chris Angelo, and Tony Mazzio, and the head coach for the Creekside Knights, Mr. Chris King. Fans, now we direct your attention to the American flag flying in center field. Please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
It is time for some baseball here on Schlick Sports. And let's kick things off by taking a look at the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First with the visiting Vikings, how they line up on the field in the batting order. They're led off by the Auburn commit Matthew Kerrigan, followed by Kason Fletcher and Coleman Lewis. Derek Carter, Lane Pridgen, and Kason Kendrick are in the heart of the order. And then 7-8-9, Trace Harrell, Paul Tyndall, and Weston Hancock. Taking a look at the pitcher for the Creekside Knights, Matt Bisham climbs the rubber for the Knights. Tone the slab, the junior stands at 6'0", 185. He's got a pair of fastballs in the high 80s, low 90s, and he'll mix in a couple off-speed pitches as well. That slider, deadly, coming from Matt Bisham, and it showed against Bowles, in which he went 6 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out 8 while only walking 1. Creekside 6-0 with Matt Bisham on the mound. He's appeared in 6 games, starting 5 of them. He's gone 24 2/3 innings with a 1-0 record, and his ERA sitting at 1.14. Gets a lot of ground balls and weak contact. He'll look to continue to do so in this one. 82% weak contact this year against Matt Bisham, 59% of it on the ground. It's a warm one out here. Our temperature at first pitch, 84 degrees. The wind is blowing in strong from center field. First pitch swinging, a chopper over to first, handled by Blansett. Steps on the bag. 1 pitch. And 1 out for Matt Bisham and the Creekside Knights. First pitch, 5:28. That wind is supposed to gust up into the high 20s, 20 mile per hour. Not a picture-perfect day for hitters by any means. Back to Bisham, coming off the mound, flips on to Blansett, 2 away. That is efficiency. 3 pitches and 2 outs, and the top of the order is very dangerous for this Lowndes team. Coleman Lewis, another big-time D1 committed to Georgia Tech. You want to avoid damage from these top 4 or 5 guys in the order. Bisham off to a good start. First pitch, strike at the knees to Lewis. Lowndes, a highly regarded program in Georgia. According to Max Preps, they are the number 8 team in the state. The Georgia High School Athletic Association has them 7th in their class. They are back-to-back state champions, and we've taken a couple trips to Lowndes over the past few years, and some beautiful facilities out there. They brought a trailer with them to Creekside. They've dropped 3 of their last 5, trying to get back on track. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Bisham puts them down 1-2-3 in the first. Up come the Knights to the dish when we return on Schlick Sports.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Bottom of the first inning and the first trip to the plate for the Creekside Knights. And it is the same alignment in their batting order as they had to finish out last week against Clay. Jackson Schlegel Belizik with Morton Williams Bysham in the heart of the order. Tavern Blancett, Anthony Romeo, and Aiden Benechek, 7, 8, 9. Taking a look at who they'll go up against on the mound. Drew Inman for the Vikings. The senior stands at 6'1", 195, committed to Abraham Baldwin College. He's got a fastball in the mid-80s according to Perfect Game, with a curveball in the high 60s and a slider in the mid-70s. The defensive alignment for Lowndes behind him, Kason Kendrick in the outfield with Paul Tyndall at center, Coleman Lewis in right, Weston Hancock, the third baseman, Kason Fletcher at short with Trace Harrell at second and Derek Carter at first. Behind the plate, Lane Pridgeton and Drew Inman out on the mound. This is a Creekside offense that has been red hot. In the month of March, they finished with a .326 team batting average and a team OPS 2 points shy of 850. Really impressive stuff. They outscored their opponents 86-49 in March, going 10-3 in the month. They jumped up to 19th in the FHSAA rankings this week. Currently sitting 8th in Class 7A. Creekside has probably been dealt the toughest region in the state. As there's a ground ball to third, Hancock's got it. Throw will get Jackson one away. Creekside, though they are in the top 20 in the state, they are 4th in their region. 4 region teams in the Florida top 20. Spruce Creek at 6th. They are currently the 1 seed in the region. Haggerty is 7th. Winter Park 13th in the state. Those are the 3 teams ahead of Creekside. They sit just 6 spots now behind Winter Park for that 3 seed. And they've got 3 weeks to jump them. Final 2 weeks of the regular season with 5 games, and then you've got the district playoffs coming up after that. The 0-1 to Hunter Schlegel. Up at the letters, 1-1. And this is the time of year where you really start to pay close attention at those rankings, as it'll show you how the playoffs are shaping up, who you might see. The 2 teams Creekside would be most likely to see, in my opinion, in round 1 are Timber Creek and West Orange. If the season were to end today, it would be a 4-5 matchup with West Orange. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schlegel takes one in on the hands and sends it into shallow center field. The shortstop going back, and Fletcher makes the catch. 2 outs in the first inning. Brings up Connor Belizik.
Now batting with 2 away. Catcher,
both of these teams swing it really well. Lowndes' offense has put up 133 runs, an average of just about 5.8 per game. Creekside right around that same average on the season. However, the conditions today, with how hard the wind is blowing in, anything in the air is not going to travel. Unless you really rip one down the line, but then you got to hope it stays fair, as Belizik sends one high in the air to right. Coleman Lewis underneath and makes the catch to end the inning. Creekside joins the Vikings with a 1-2-3 first inning. No base runners so far. On to the second on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks. High school football, the Jacksonville Armada. And don't forget, the Brett and Austin Show. They're all in on Trevor. Of course. Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Creekside Baseball is brought to you in part by Brightway Insurance, the Viselli agency. When you are ready to make a change on your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. And Triple Crown Fence. Call today for a free estimate at 305-331-9377. 4-5-6, Carter Prigsden and Kaysen Kendrick coming up for the Lowndes Vikings. Lowndes enters this game with a record of 15-8. They've dropped 3 of their last 5 and each of their last 2. Carter takes one in on the hands for a ball, 1-0. Lowndes is coming off of a 7-2 loss at St. John's Country Day on Monday and a 7-4 loss last night at the hands of Trinity Christian. They have taken a 3-day trip to Jacksonville to take on some of the top teams in the area. 0-2 so far and trying to get something out of this road trip. Creekside has not been an easy team to beat. The only team to do that recently, Spruce Creek. And for that, they had to go to extra innings to walk it off. Into the windup, Matt Bisham. The 2-2 is chopped to second. Romeo's got it, and he will retire Carter for out number 1 in the second inning. Time to take a look at how the Knights shape up on defense.
The catcher, number 14, Lane.
Out in the outfield, Jackson Bisham Williams. Morton mans the hot corner with Benechek at short, Romeo at second. Tavern Blancett, the first baseman, with Connor Belizik behind the plate. First pitch off the outside corner, 1-0. The catcher, Lane Pridgeon, up at the plate. Pridgeon swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2. Two-strike offering is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second strikeout already for Matt Bisham. And that will bring up Kaysen Kendrick. These Lowndes bats have had no answer to Bisham on the mound so far. First 5 down in order. And with 2 outs in the second, brings up the left fielder. Not a very highly attended game. Obviously starting a little earlier than usual. Blooper out into left center. Jackson coming in and makes the catch. Traveling in from left field. And it's another 1, 2, 3 innings. Still no base runners in this one. Creekside trying to change that when we come back. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Triple Crown Fence is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports. Transform your space with our high-quality fences. Whether you're looking for privacy, security, or a touch of elegance, we've got you covered. At Triple Crown Fence, we pride ourselves on craftsmanship and durability. Our expert team ensures a seamless installation process so you can enjoy peace of mind and enhance your property's curb appeal. Call us today at 305-331-9377 for a free estimate. Your dream fence is just a phone call away. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Knights.
Welcome back to Freedom Field. Bottom of the second inning. Morton up to the plate. First pitch swinging, fouls it off his foot for strike one. Morton got off to a bit of a slow start, but hit .395 in the month of March. His average now sitting up over .320. He has been phenomenal up at the plate, a tough out. He has walked more times than he's struck out this season. 13 walks to just 10 Ks. And that is in 75 plate appearances. The 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. Back outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Parker Morton. Lines one out to center. Ranging to his left and making the catch is Tyndall for out number 1 in the second. I didn't want to read the rest of that stat until after that was over, but Parker Morton has done such a good job putting the ball in play. Striking out just 13% of the time this season. This is a really impressive feat up at the plate. As a team, Creekside's done a decent job, especially recently, of limiting strikeouts. 23% as a team on the season. That team batting average up to .292. And they've got the job done in big-time situations as well. They're hitting .325 with runners in scoring position. And it's leading to a good amount of runs on the scoreboard. Drew Williams works the 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the game. And it's Drew Williams of the Creekside Knights. 1 on, 1 out for Mike Bisham.
Number 6, Mike Bisham.
This is a Lowndes team that has surrendered their fair share of runs recently. Opponents have scored exactly 7 runs in each of their last 4 contests. Line drive, hard in the air to center. Diving catch by Tyndall, and he takes a hit away from Mike Bisham. That is the second game in a row where Mike has ripped a line drive to center field, and the center fielder's just made a great play to take away a hit. He's been hitting well recently, but it's good to see him making hard contact, and you can bet he'll start getting rewarded for it soon enough. Tavern Blansit with 2 away. We'll see if the Knights want to try anything with Drew Williams. This is a team that stole 14 bases last week. And Williams is on the go. It's an off-speed pitch above the zone. Good throw down to second. Took a high hop and allowed Williams to sneak in under the tag. And he is into scoring position for Blansit. 2-0 is the count. Blansit hitting .316 this season. He's got 1 home run, 10 RBIs, fouls one back to the netting. 2-1. Still no hits in this game. We've seen some good contact off the bat of off the bats of the Creekside Knights. Just yet to get anything to fall. Chopper out to second. Harrell fumbles with it. Throw to first will beat Blancett to the bag and end the inning. Nothing on the scoreboard through 2. Top of the 3rd inning coming up on Schlick Sports. For all your mortgage needs, contact Troy Silhan with Loan People Mortgage. Whether you are a first-time home buyer, 10-time buyer, need down payment assistance, or are looking to invest in real estate, give Troy a call at 904-217-9489. Loan People Mortgage is a top mortgage lender here in Northeast Florida that can help you with your home purchase or refinance needs. FHA, VA, conventional, and jumbo loans are just a few of the things Troy Silhan and Loan People can help you with. Give Troy a call today at 904-217-9489.
Planning your next getaway? Don't leave your vacation up to chance. Step up to the plate with the veteran-owned, award-winning Dapper Travels. We cover all the bases, from luxury cruising to authentic European experiences, making sure your trip is a grand slam. No strikeouts, no curveballs, just smooth sailing and first-class service. So before you swing and miss on travel plans, scan the code on the scoreboard or visit www.dappertravels.com and let's knock your next vacation out of the park.
Top of the 3rd inning, 7, 8, 9, Harrell, Tyndall, and Hancock. Chopper goes foul at 3rd. We've got word that it is a Florida scout in attendance. Great research from my cameraman, Matthew Green. I'm sure they like what they're seeing so far from Matthew Bysham. Missing a lot of bats, forcing soft contact. Quickly ahead 0-2 on Harrell. Line drive up the middle, and that will get through into center for a base hit. First hit of the game for either side. And that brings up Tyndall. Leadoff man aboard. There's no stats online that I can find on Lowndes, so I don't have much of a scouting report on him. Chance for 2 here. Blancett on to second for 1, and there will be no throw to first. What is going on? It's a live ball. They got the force out at second. I think that Benechek might have thought that Blancett caught it on a line, and it just caused confusion everywhere. We had 2 Lowndes Vikings standing on first base, and it took Harrell, you're out, for him to go back to the dugout. Paul, you stay. Harrell, you're out. 3-6 fielder's choice. Pitch is a strike. Connor tried to make a throw over to first, but lost the ball. Two-strike count. The pitch to Hancock. Just off the plate. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs in the third. Back to the top of the order, and Matthew Kerrigan.
Back to the top of the order for the Vikings, the designated hitter number 3, Matthew Kerrigan.
Grounded out on the first pitch of the game to first base. Picked up a few hits against Trinity Christian. Good slider into the zone. Went backdoor and attacked down and away. Runner on the go. The pitch is down and away. Skips past Belizik. Tyndall into scoring position. I think that was a miscommunication between Belizik and Bisham as to what pitch was being thrown. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner on second for the Vikings. Time called. Ground ball foul down the first base side. 1-2. We'll see if Bisham wants to stay aggressive in this count and attack Kerrigan, or if he wants to nibble a little bit, try to get him to chase. The 1-2 pitch up high, easy take for the DH. The 2-2. Back up the middle and into center. Tyndall headed home. Bisham with the throw, and that's going to get him! To end the inning, Mike Bisham fires a laser in from center, and a great adjustment by the catcher Belizik to get there and get him in time. Man, that throw got in there in a hurry. Tyndall wasn't halfway down that third baseline by the time Belizik caught that ball. What a way to end the third. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today at 904-268-6993.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Bottom of the third inning. Check swing, and Tony Romeo did not go. 1 base runner on, no hits for Creekside through 2 innings. Trying to get a little something going against Drew Inman. They've been making good contact. We've seen some hard balls off the bats of the Creekside Knights. Probably should have 1 hit, but Tyndall made a great play out in center. It's funny, Tyndall took a hit away from Mike Bisham, and then Mike Bisham threw him out at home to take a run off the scoreboard. 0-0 between Lowndes and Creekside, and a 3-1 count on Anthony Romeo, the Knights' second baseman. Inman to the plate, and he walked him. Second walk of the game, and this one puts the leadoff man on base for Creekside. Brings up Aiden Benachek. Benny has had a nice couple of games in his last two. 4 hits in his last 2 games. RBI double against St. Joe's and a single and a walk against Clay. So, 3 hits. That was just bad handwriting that made me think I wrote a single in there. Really skinny B. Foul tip to the backstop, 0-1. Is that a Spider-Man bat? It's not. Similar pattern at the top. I don't think that's Spider-Man. I've got his dad next to me as a trusted source as well who says it's not. I wouldn't be against a Spider-Man bat, though. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe as a one-time thing. Fly ball out to right. Camped under it. Lewis makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting with 1 away, the left fielder, number 4.
Zach Jackson grounded out to third his first time up. Normally he'll see a lot of pitches, but stayed aggressive early in the count. Only saw 2. He's got a runner on first. We'll see if the second time through the order changes anything for Creekside. Still no strikeouts. They're putting the ball in play. As Romeo is back in time on another pickoff move. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, and Romeo will be able to get in there standing. One and 0 on Zach Jackson, now with a runner in scoring position. Breaking ball up high, 2-0. Corner infielders coming in. A big hole on the right side of the infield if Jackson can go the other way. Fouls one back. There's strike 1. Goes the other way to first, and the throw goes to third, trying to get Romeo, and they did get him. That's one where a good play at first, heads up, and I got to imagine it wasn't a great jump on that ball at second. That's one where Romeo probably should have been able to beat that one out. Instead, 2 away. Not often you get to put a 3-5 fielder's choice in your scorebook. Hunter Schlegel up at the plate. Jackson trying for second. This one is popped up, foul ground. And that will get out of play on top of the Lowndes dugout. Schlegel popped out into shallow left field his first time up. Takes one at the knees for strike two. Creekside still hitless. Runner on first. 2 strikes and 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Jackson back in time on the pickoff move. Jackson goes, pitch up and away, throw is high and wild into right center field. And Jackson will have to stay put at second as he tripped trying to get up and break for third. That does put him in scoring position and a chance for Schlegel to drive him home. The 1-2 offering. Another fastball and another foul ball. Jackson was trying for third there. I think he would have gotten it, but I also think that would have been strike 3 if Schlegel took the pitch. Schlegel is a good opposite field hitter, and there's a lot of space to that left side. Pickoff move. Jackson back safely. That was a wild throw. That's one as a shortstop where I'd probably act like that one went through into center field and try to get Jackson to come up off the base. Great stretch to keep it on the infield. Down the left field line, that ball is tracking into foul ground, and it will go about 5-10 feet foul the left field line. We'll do it again, 1-2. Good fight between Drew Inman and Hunter Schlegel. Another foul ball. Schlegel stays fighting. I think he's made contact with every pitch he's swung at in this AB. Now trying to put one fair. Inman to the plate. And another foul ball. Just bury one right here. Don't give him anything he can make contact with. Call him out, visit anything to get Schlegel out of his rhythm. What an AB he's got going. Another pickoff move, and they had Jackson leaning. Just another throw that's off the mark towards second. That's something to watch as we go on. That's 2 he's nearly put in the outfield. Jackson going for third, and another foul ball, and Inman's on the mound like, what can I do? You could see his face there. Cyan looks annoyed out there, and I'm sure he is. Taking his time. Gets back on the rubber after adjusting his hat. Catcher set up down and away. Another pickoff move, and another time Jackson is back safely. Priggin set up outside. And another pickoff move and another save by Kason Fletcher, the shortstop. Drew Inman is getting lucky on these pickoff moves. Owes Fletcher at least a thank you when you get back to the dugout. Runner goes, and another foul ball. Schlegel's laughing right now. Both guys getting tired, just a pure fight, pure grit right now, keeping this thing going. And another pickoff move. I wouldn't mind the pickoff rule limit that they have in the MLB coming to high school baseball. The 1-2. They rung him up, called strike 3, and a long look to the Creekside dugout from Inman as he comes off the mound. A great battle between Schlegel and Inman, and Drew Inman able to put a 0 up on the scoreboard. Knights still hitless when we come back. Bisham back out on the mound as this one is bashed out to left. Catch is made by Zach Jackson, one away. That's one that, on a day where the wind's not blowing in, might have had a chance.
Now batting with one away, the right
Good
fielder,
contact from
number 9,
Kason
Coleman
Fletcher.
Lewis.
Ends up out number 1. We'll see how Bisham responds. That was a long time he had to wait in the dugout before coming back out onto the mound. One and one on Coleman Lewis, committed to Georgia Tech. He struck out his first time up. Slider into the zone. 1-2. Stepping off the mound, Bisham. Chopper over to first. Lancet's got it. 2 down.
Next up for the Vikings, the first baseman, number 23, Derek Carter.
Bisham working hard. Faced a little bit of trouble there in the 3rd inning, but great play by his brother out in center. Kept a run off the scoreboard. This one is golfed foul down the right field side. Stay away from my car. And it does. We have 2 people parked over there up in this booth, and we both had the same thought. I don't want to pay for that. High in the air to center. Michael Bisham into right center field, makes the catch, and it is a 1-2-3 frame in the top of the 4th. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside 25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Shacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Shacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you are ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Garrett Moon out of the bullpen for Drew Inman in an interesting move as he was throwing a no-hitter. Only 3 innings, but still doing it. Creekside had made some good contact off of him, and now 2nd time through the order. Garrett Moon will be the one to face him. Breaking ball gets a lot of drop on it. Starts him off with a strike. Connor Belizik up at the plate. So the final line for Inman, the starter, 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Hard grounder, backhanded by Fletcher on a dive, throw to first, not going to get him, and it's wild. Belizik digging for 2, he could stay there, not thinking 3. He was on second base by the time Carter picked it up, but Creekside saw that arm of the first baseman earlier and did not want to test it. Belizik with the single.
The third baseman, number 1, Parker Morton.
I'm scoring at a single and an error. We'll see what the official scoring is. Leadoff man into scoring position. Brings up Parker Morton. My game changer is telling me we are delayed in the middle of the 3rd inning, so not going to get the official scoring until after this game. Or later if they get it back up and running. Morton is showing bunt. Now stops, now shows again, and it's a good bunt. And they called a balk on Garrett Moon, so it's not going to matter. To third goes Belizik. Lowndes is yelling that he didn't do anything. I think the infield umpire was motioning about his glove and moving his glove before the pitch. Infield in, runner on third, nobody out. The pitch down in the dirt, and Morton did not go. 1-0 is the count. Belizik on third. Scoreless ball game in the bottom of the fourth, and a great chance for Creekside to open up the scoring. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Moon stands at 6'1", 175. Fastball in the high 70s to low 80s. That was back in 2023. Morton sends this one out to center on his way over and unable to track it down as Tyndall in to score as Belizik on the RBI single from Parker Morton. 1-0 Creekside in the bottom of the fourth. Nice job by Morton, got a runner in scoring position, takes one down and lifts it the opposite way. Parker Morton stays hot. He was one of 7 qualified hitters for Creekside to hit over 300 in March. He's not your typical cleanup hitter. As you think cleanup hitter and you think of home run hitter, I think that was a hit and run. Strike one on Williams. Think of a big guy who hits bombs, maybe strikes out a lot. Morton is not that. He's a guy who makes contact, a lot of singles, can steal bases when he gets on. He's more of your stereotypical leadoff hitter. But in the cleanup spot, it works great because he's a very clutch hitter. He does his job with runners on base, keeps the line moving, and if one of those top 3 guys gets on base, there's a good chance that he'll advance them at the very least. Second pitch to Williams, got under that one and fouled it back. Looks like a good pitch to hit. Again, just underneath of it. Oh, 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Fly ball left center field. Tyndall on the move, makes the play for out number 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Now I'll bring up Michael Bysham with a runner on first. The Knights already with 1 home on Garrett Moon in the fourth. Belizik led things off with the single, advanced to second on the error, and Morton brought him home. Time called at the plate. Bysham hit a line drive to center his first time up, and Tyndall made a great play in center field, diving to take away a single. A wide stance from Bysham. Runner goes. Hard ground ball to second, and they're not going to get him at second. Throw goes to first. They tried for the double play. Only will get one, and that's Bysham running to first. Runs all the way to the bullpen. He ran hard.
Now batting with 2.
Brings up Blancy with a runner on second. He had a man in scoring position his first time up with 2 outs. Grounded out to second. Gets another chance here with 2 outs in the inning. Trying to extend the lead. Gotten to mark down some pretty interesting scores in my scorebook. Earlier we had the 3-5 fielder's choice. That one just a 4-6-3 ground out. Let's go. 2-0. Had a 3-6 fielder's choice, which you don't see very much in high school baseball. Pickoff move, and back in time goes Morton. Slow chopper over to short. Fletcher's got it. Throw to first will get Blansett and end the inning. Creekside gets one on the RBI single from Parker Morton. Knights strike first. It's a 1-0 ball game. Triple Crown Fence is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports. Transform your space with our high-quality fences. Whether you're looking for privacy, security, or a touch of elegance, we've got you covered. At Triple Crown Fence, we pride ourselves on craftsmanship and durability. Our expert team ensures a seamless installation process so you can enjoy peace of mind and enhance your property's curb appeal. Call us today at 305-331-9377 for a free estimate. Your dream fence is just a phone call away. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Top of the 5th inning, Matt Bysham working with the first lead of the game. 1-0 Creekside. Lane Pridgeon. The catcher swings at strike one. 5-6-7 coming up for Lowndes in the 5th. Bysham, a guy who's very confident. I'm sure he feels good about pitching with a lead and having that advantage. He could go the distance with it, but as there's strike one, out number one on strike three. And I wouldn't doubt it. He could
Now batting with one away, the left fielder,
shut this
number
lineup
7,
out.
Kason Kendrick.
However, this is a Lowndes offense that has not been shut out this season. And with some of the guys in this order, the Knights will probably need some more run support, no matter how good Bysham is. this is a Lowndes team that's only been shut out once in the last 2 seasons. Have to go back to March 14th of last year to see the last time they were shut out. Little blooper out past shortstop, and backtracking, making the catch is Benechek. 2 down.
Now batting for the Vikings with 2 away, the second baseman, number 18, Trace Harrell.
Who knows? Maybe they're due for a shutout. They've been shut out exactly once each of the last 2 years. Check swing, he did not go. 1-0 on Harrell with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The 2-0. Caught him out in front of that pitch. He was not looking for the off speed. 2-0 slider did the trick. We'll see where he goes on 2-1. Fastball grounded out to second. Romeo on to Blancett to end the inning. 1-2-3 in the 5th. Still 1-0 Creekside. For all your mortgage needs, contact Troy Silhan with Lone People Mortgage. Whether you are a first-time home buyer, 10-time buyer, need down payment assistance, or are looking to invest in real estate, give Troy a call at 904-217-9489. Lone People Mortgage is a top mortgage lender here in Northeast Florida that can help you with your home purchase or refinance needs. FHA, VA, conventional, and jumbo loans are just a few of the things Troy Silhan and Lone People can help you with. Give Troy a call today at 904-217-9489.
Planning your next getaway? Don't leave your vacation up to chance. Step up to the plate with the veteran-owned, award-winning Dapper Travels. We cover all the bases, from luxury cruising to authentic European experiences, making sure your trip is a grand slam. No strikeouts, no curveballs, just smooth sailing and first-class service. So before you swing and miss on travel plans, scan the code on the scoreboard or visit www.dappertravels.com and let's knock your next vacation out of the park.
8-9-1 coming up for Creekside in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to add some run support out there as they lead 1-0. Got one across on Garrett Moon in the 4th. Now maybe trying to add some more as Tony Romeo taking a strike behind 0-1. The wind and the pitch inside, and that hit him.
There you go, Tony.
With the hit by pitch, Tony Romeo has now reached base twice, once on a walk, and his second time right there. Brings up Aiden Benechek with a runner aboard.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Aiden Benechek.
And they are pinch running Romeo with Hudson Hyatt.
Into the game on the bases, number 23, Hudson Hyatt.
Benechek flew out to right his first time up. Wouldn't be shocked to see him lay down a bunt here. There it is, pops it foul. Shows bunt again and takes strike 2. They're going to stick with it. Chris King, very clear, you better get this next one. Oh no, he's swinging. Takes up high. Mind games. Throwing off the opponent. The 1-2 pitch. Up and in, 2-2 on Benechek. Zach Jackson on deck, the leadoff man. One on, nobody out. Hyatt breaks for second. This is skied to left, and Hyatt will have to retreat back to first base. One away. That brings up Zach Jackson. Ground out in a fielder's choice so far for him.
Zach Jackson.
Taking a strike is Jackson. 0-1. Pickoff move and back safely is Hudson Hyatt. Runner goes. This one is chopped over towards third. Fielded by Hancock. Throw to first. Beat him by a step. And now the throw to second. Hyatt was off and just got back in time. Nearly big mistake there on the base paths. Runner in scoring position for Hunter Schlegel. Worked a great AB his last time up. Saw a lot of pitches. Fouled a lot away.
Designated hitter number 8, Hunter Schlegel.
Ended up striking out. And this time, trying his best to drive in the run, or at the very least get on base, and extend this inning. Strike 1. Good lead for Hyatt at second. Foul ball 0-2. Two-strike count on Schlegel. 1 hit and 1 run for Creekside so far. Pickoff move, and a good throw might have got him as Hyatt was leaning towards third, but it pulled Fletcher towards the second baseman. Hyatt with another aggressive lead. Dancing, and he's breaking for third. Pitch swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. Creekside gets the leadoff man on. Nothing doing for him after that. On to the 6th. Still 1-0 Knights. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today at 904-268-6993. Top of the 6th inning, Matt Bysham working well, trying to hold the shutout and hold the lead. 1-0 Creekside, 8-9-1 coming up, and I think it's pretty important in a one-run ball game to take care of business at the bottom of the order. Don't give those guys at the top anything out on the base paths. Chopper up the middle and goes under the glove of Benechek. That will be a single. Third hit of the game for the Vikings.
Now batting the third
Brings
base,
up
number
Hancock
2,
with a
Wesley
runner on
Hancock.
and nobody out. Showing bunt, up and in. Oh, did that get him in the head? Yes, it did. And it looks like Hancock's going to be okay. That is a scary sight. So they will meet with Bysham out on the mound. And the first 2 men aboard. Well, now things get interesting. Tying run in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the order up at the plate. And let's take a quick look at the upcoming schedule for Creekside. They'll face off against Beachside tomorrow at 6:30. And travel over to St. John's Country Day, not Lowndes, on Friday. Hey, first time using that graphic. Could have gone worse. Note to self, include the days and get the name of the third team right. As a foul ball. Two on, nobody out. The Auburn commit Matthew Kerrigan up at the plate, and after the foul ball, it's 0-1. Third time through the order. It's another slash and another swing and a miss. O2 pitch is sent out to right. That's down for a base hit. They are holding the runner at third, and the base is loaded with nobody out in the top of the 6th.
Next up, the shortstop, number 24, Kason Fletcher.
Brings up Kason Fletcher, and now, if you're Creekside, you just hope that this thing is still tied at the end of the 6th inning. Nick Romeo throwing in the bullpen for Creekside. Corner infielders in. First pitch swinging, strike one on Kason Fletcher. Made real good contact on a fly out to left field his last time up. That would do the trick right here. The 0-1. Strike two in the zone. Well, you're ahead in the count. Don't want to give him anything too good to hit. Looking for a ground ball. Skied out to right center. Williams diving, makes the catch, gets up, throws home. It is cut off by Blansett, and the tying run scores on the sac fly. Well, there's one. The runners on first and second stay put.
Now batting with one away, the right fielder number 9, Coleman.
The 1-1 ball game. Coleman Lewis is 0 for 2. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch swinging. Tips it foul. Strike one. One offering. Gets to the backstop, and now both runners will be in scoring position. One count, and this is where I'd probably consider the intentional walk. No sign yet from the dugout. Infield in. The 1-1. Ground ball. Foul. Still being played as if it was a fair ball, but it was in fact foul, according to the home plate umpire. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was fair. Creekside catches a massive break. Now trying to capitalize on it. That thing went over the bat. And Lowndes has every right to be very upset about that one. As they are. The 1-2. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lewis. Infield in. 2-2 count, 2 on. Tie game, 1 out in the top of the 6th. The pitch. Sent out in front of the plate, fair ball, and they'll get the out at first. 2 away, and I think Lewis stepped on Blansett. When he was hitting that first base bag. And Blansett down in pain. And we're going to step away for this injury timeout.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville, on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
The first baseman, number 23, Derek Carter.
So Blanchett having to exit, helped off the field, tried to walk off on his own power, but had to be helped out and hope for the best with him. That's always scary. Gavin Dupre enters at first. Two in scoring position with 2 out. A ground ball fielded by Dupre, and that will end the inning. Creekside escapes the bases loaded with nobody out situation with a tie game, and obviously a controversial call in there. Probably should be a 3-1 game, but Creekside will take it as we play on. Tie game 1-1, bottom of the 6th. And it will be Belizik up to the plate, leading things off for Creekside. Singleton scored the only hit and the only run for Creekside so far in this one. Sends another one to short. Going to be a tough play. Throw on to first. And a great play by Kaysen Fletcher to set down Belizik.
Now batting with 1 away, the third baseman.
1 out in the inning.
Number 1, Parker Morton.
Brings up Parker Morton. And excuse me, Parker Morton, Creekside has 2 hits. Morton had the other one. Is an RBI single in the 4th. Good news for Creekside is Tavern Blanchett with a limp, but he's walking back into the dugout. I hope he's okay. Two 2-1 count. Make it 3-1 on Parker Morton. And he walked him. Runner on first. Brings up Drew Williams.
Next up for your Knights, the right fielder number 13.
1 on, 1 out. 1-1 game. First pitch to Williams. Into the zone, strike one. Lined out to left center field his first time up. Pickoff move and back in time goes Parker Morton. Noah Burnham is up and moving for Lowndes. This has been a very quiet game for Creekside at the plate. They've only struck out twice. Made some hard contact early on. Not as much recently. So they're putting the ball in play. Just haven't seen much sneak through for hits. 0-2 on Drew Williams. Garrett Moon on the mound. Way up and in. 1-2. Runner goes. Pitch is up high for a ball. Throw down to second. Not going to get him. Parker Morton into scoring position on the stolen base. Morton now takes his lead. A good throw down, probably would have got him there. Just led a little high. He was able to sneak under the tag. The 2-2. Great off-speed pitch, breaking ball. Drops into the zone. Had Williams fooled. 2 away from Michael Bysham.
Now batting with 2 away, the center fielder number 6.
And this is the spot where you feel like Lowndes gets a big-time advantage in this game if he can't get a run home. All 3 of Creekside's strikeouts have come with a runner in scoring position. Bysham 0 for 2. Ground out and a line out. First pitch, down in the dirt, and Morton will take third. Go ahead run 90 feet away. I don't want to say anything too loud here because people can hear me down low, but lay down the bunt. The infield is back. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. Bysham is a really good bunter. The 1-1 pitch. Oof. That takes away the bunt. 2 strikes. That one dropped down, but it looked like well after across the plate. Two-strike count. And the 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moon to the plate. High chopper over towards third. Throw on from Hancock, got him to end the inning. Creekside leaves another in scoring position as the bats continue to be quiet in this one for the Creekside Knights. Still 1-1 on to the 7th. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. One between Creekside and Lowndes as Lane Pridgeon will come up to the plate. 5, 6, 7 due up in the top of the 7th, and it sounds like we're going to get a pinch hitter. Still waiting for someone to come up. Maybe not. And it is Pridgeon. Bisham is ready to go. First pitch of the 7th. Knights sticking with their starter. After a rough 6th inning, he was able to pitch out of the jam. On to short, Benechek. Tough play, and he made it. 1 down.
Now
Brings up Kaysen Kendrick.
7, Kaysen Kendrick.
Nick Romeo and Mike Bisham have each been getting loose in the bullpen throughout periods of the last 2 innings. Strike 1 on Kendrick. He's 0 for 2 at the pair of pop-outs. Goes outside, 1-1. You can see Romeo there waiting next to the Creekside bullpen. He'd be starting one of the next 2 days. Some good Irish dancing from Matt Bisham after that ball call. 2-2, and he got him. Kendrick is still waiting, as it is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Down low, full count. The payoff pitch sent out to short, and Benechek went to the inside, just misread it off the bat. And that will be a single for Kendrick.
Number 18, Trace Harrell.
Trace Harrell is 1 for 2 with a single. That came in the 3rd inning.
Hey, turn it, boys. Let's go.
Pickoff move, and back in time goes Kendrick. Foul tip, strike 1, and that one caught a piece of Belichick. He's ready to go.
Get ahead, Matt. Good job.
Top of the 7th, tie ball game. Throw to first. Nearly got him. I think the throw beat him. I thought Dupre got him right before he touched the bag. It all evens out. We caught a pretty big break that last inning. Ball 1 was that pitch, 1-1. Chopper out to short. This could be 2. 6-4, and the throw not going to get him at first. Romeo hesitated. Maybe some trouble on the transfer. A good slide as well. Disrupted the throw.
Now batting with 2 away, the center fielder number 1, Paul Tyndall.
Brings up Tyndall, the center fielder. Runner on first with 2 outs. Back to Bisham. Look what I found. I'll give it to you, Gavin, and end the inning. Comebacker handled by Bisham. And it's another 0 on the scoreboard for Lowndes in the 7th. We got a pitcher's duel in Creekside with a chance to walk it off when we come back.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Shacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Shacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and we've got a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. The new pitcher into the game, Noah Burnham. The senior stands at 5'9", 183, and also catches for this team. And he gets 7, 8, 9. Gavin Dupre, Tony Romeo, and Aiden Benechek coming up here in the 7th.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Knights.
Chance for Creekside to walk it off.
Gavin Dupre.
They've got either 1 or 2 hits in this game. One's kind of a toss-up, and we don't have the official scoring yet. I scored it a hit. My booth mate Rick Kane scored it an error as Dupre pops this one foul out of play. But point being, the bats have been ice cold for Creekside in this game. Only struck out 3 times. They're putting the ball in play. The wind has certainly knocked some balls down for both sides. One and one on Dupre. Bottom of the 7th inning, and the Knights with a chance to finish it. Dupre on the season is 2 for 8, 4 RBIs, back up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. Gavin Dupre starts off the 7th with a single. Austin Cacklery's coming out to run for Dupre. And that brings up Tony Romeo, the winning run on first base.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 16, Anthony Romeo.
And I'm sure right here is where you want to lay down that bunt and get him into scoring position.
22, Austin Cackle-Reese.
Hancock, the third baseman, is not too far in, just on the edge of the grass. Romeo awaits. Pickoff move, and Cackle-Reese is back safely. Garrett Moon goes 3 innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 run, none of them earned. Struck out 2 while walking 1 in relief. Showing bunt and popping it up goes foul. Strike 1 on Tony Romeo. He's reached base on a walk and a hit by pitch. For Lowndes, they are trying to muster a win in their trip to Florida, which has not been too fun for them so far. 7-2 loss on Monday and a 7-4 loss yesterday. 0-1 count. Romeo showing bunt. And he tried to lay it down. Was on top of it. Missed it high on the breaking ball. 0-2. Romeo swinging, sends it foul. This is the second time Creekside hasn't been able to get a bunt down successfully in this game. The 0-2. Down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now you got to kind of pick yourself up, hopefully with a base hit or just anything to advance the runner and get the job done. The 1-2, up and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and sent out to short. Could be 2. 6-4-3 is high and not in time. Now 1 on, 1 out for Benechek. And they're going to have Jonah Leiby run for Tony Romeo.
Now batting for the Knights, the shortstop, number 2, Hayden Benechek.
Benechek up to the plate. Looking for a base hit to the outfield.
Into the game of the bases, number 20, Jonah Leiby.
Leiby on first. Creekside swiped a few bags already in this one. Got a good lead. Be ready for that pickoff move. It's not coming. Pitch is high, 1-0 on Aiden Benechek. Creekside Baseball brought to you in part by Triple Crown Fence. Call today for a free estimate at 305-331-9377. I forgot to mention this pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you are ready to make a change for your home and auto, go to bwquote.com. Pickoff move, and Leiby back safely. 7-11 is our time as the sun setting behind this first base side. Shadows being cast up over the field. The first of 3 for Creekside this week. Time called, 1-0. 1-1 ball game with Lowndes, the number 8 team in Georgia. Benechek pops one foul, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now on the Creekside shortstop. Another pickoff move, and another time Libby is back in time. This one sent the other way, threw into right. Libby taking the turn, he's trying for third. There's the throw, it is offline. Beneček in at second, and the winning run is 90 feet away. That will not be a double, but since it's two bases, we'll give a shout out to our double sponsor, Triple Crown Fence. Call today for a free estimate, 305-331-9377. They haven't been getting too many doubles lately. You need to get them some love.
Jackson.
Just like that, the winning run on third base. No double play on the table for Lowndes with Beneček getting to second. Aggressive base running pays off for the Knights. And we'll see, is this a pitching change or a mound visit? And it looks like they'll just conference out on the mound. Zach Jackson coming up for Creekside with a chance to win it. You got 2 outs to work with to get that winning run home. Jackson is 0 for 3. A couple groundouts and a fielder's choice. Infield will be in. Base hit to the outfield gets the job done. Libby on third, Beneček on second. First pitch to Jackson. Swung on and tapped foul. 0-1. Why are they not walking him? Get it forced at any base. A ball and a strike on Zach Jackson. And you don't have to challenge him whatsoever. This is one where you just nibble around the zone, try to get him to chase. There is no reason to pitch to Zach Jackson. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Two-strike count. Set on the mound is Burnham. Here's the pitch. Foul ball, and Jackson will stay alive. Come on, 1-2 on Jackson. The winning run 90 feet away. Burnham to the plate. Down and away, 2-2. Time called as the catcher, Pridgeon, will go out and talk to his man on the mound. Infield in, a ground ball probably. Depends where you hit it on the infield. You're thinking line drive right now. Two and two. Jackson trying to walk it off. Here's the pitch. Up and in, 3-2. They're going to appeal, and he did not go. Full count. Again, the base open at first. No reason to challenge him, 3-2. Burnham comes set. And he blocked, and that's going to do it. Creekside wins on a walk-off block. How about that? A 2-1 win. Sometimes you just got to get it done. You got to find a way. And Creekside will take a balk to knock off the number 8 team in the state of Georgia. The Knights rack up their 14th win of the season, and they'll take this momentum into their games with Beachside tomorrow at 6:30 and St. John's Country Day Friday at 7. We'll be live for both those games starting tomorrow at 6:30 back here at Freedom Field. I will see you then. Our final score, Creekside 2, Lowndes 1. I'm Noah Schlick signing off, saying have a good night from Freedom Field.